All right. Hey guys, Jeremy here. Just wanted to do pretty much my very first live stream for this channel. Kind of just give you guys I am trying really hard to lose some weight, get in shape, do all the things. Give you a little bit of a backstory. Years and years ago, I was an athlete, played football, did weight training, all that kind of stuff. And then 2008, I got hit by a semi truck and pretty much ended all that stuff. So I ended up, needing a couple of surgeries, needing a couple years of just kind of recovery. Got back into the gym, into working out, just starting to make it happen now. So, just wanted to give that little bit of a backstory of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. You'll see the things that I like to do. You'll see a lot of shorts on this channel because what I generally like to do is keep track of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it. And then that's, for me, that's a big part of accountability. I believe that what gets tracked gets improved. And the best way to do that is just to put it out there for everyone to see and, go from there. So this is day 12 of this 90-day transformation that I'm working on. Why are we going with 90 days? Why did I start what I did? Mainly because my wife and I are going to Hawaii in, let's see, a little over 100 days. We're going to go to the Disney Alani Village, spend about 10 days there for our anniversary. And, I want to get there and be in good shape and look good and feel good. So that's the time frame. How am I doing so far? That's a good, probably the number one question. I did actually start about a week before my first short. So though I'm 12 days into the actual videoing, recording, and accountability section portion of this whole process, I'm actually about 20 days in, and I'm about 21 pounds down. Now, I'm not just trying to lose weight. I want to stay muscular and strong. I'm a guy that's always been a power lifter. I like to lift weights. I like to go to the gym usually twice a day. I go every morning, lift weights. You'll see in the future, I'll probably post some videos of different chest workouts that I do, different bicep, tricep workouts, shoulders, things like that. I was a strength and conditioning coach for a few years, so I do have a little bit of a background. I transitioned from that into a health coach. So I do have background in the health field, mainly with sports training. I did that for 3.5, 4 years for strength and conditioning. And then I actually moved into working with older folks that had more severe health issues. So things like diabetes and terminal cancers, things like that. So kind of balance it out on both sides. So I do speak from a little bit of a background and knowledge. Like I worked for several insurance companies, things like that, and worked with different doctors, nurses, so on and so forth. So hopefully, as time goes by, I'll be able to give a little bit of knowledge to people. Now, I'm not going to ever say that I'm a actual professional when it comes to health. No way, shape, or form. By trade, I'm actually a realtor. So, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. But, my goal really is to just kind of document my course of what I'm trying to do. Before my car accident, I was 202 pounds, and I was about between 10 and 12% body fat. So I had, it was pretty good shape. I was at that point benching 400 and some pounds. I was curling, probably 60-pound dumbbells, 70-pound dumbbells. And now I'm up to, when I started this whole process, I was at 295, which is more than I've ever weighed in my entire life. I mean, it actually kind of makes me sick to even say, to put that out there, because that just, to me, is it's unhealthy. I went to the doctor. They did say, they said, well, you got high blood pressure, you've got, a little bit of a fatty liver, which isn't very good. So that's, another thing that I'm trying to improve. My family history, my mom's diabetic, my dad's had a heart attack. I want to make sure that, I live as long as I possibly can, because I am still relatively young. I'm 42, just, as in February, I turned 42. So, so that's a lot of the background. What I'd like to do every week, I'm going to try to do a live stream, just a short one, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes at most, just to kind of recap what I've done over the last week, and kind of reply to some of the comments from some of the videos that I have posted on my shorts. So like, for instance, I had one person mention that my punching bag is too low. And yeah, I absolutely understand that. Like, I do like to do body training. Like, that's actually my favorite part of, I'm not a boxer, but I like to work on the body when I do the bag. But generally, I do actually work out at the gym on the bag, because they have the whole setup there. Here at home, that's actually my wife's bag. She likes to work on it twice, sometimes 3 times a week. And she does all just body on that, and kicking, lower portion kicking. She goes to a kickboxing class 3 days a week, so she does the whole thing there. But she stays pretty active on that thing. The other thing I want to say, another comment that I had was about, I don't know how if I can remember. I didn't write it down. I should have. But anyway, this past week I did kind of showcase a couple of the different things that I like to do. I do like to swim. My gym has a full pool and a hot tub, so I like to do that. I was really into cryotherapy for a few years, so I'd like to try to get back into that with icing and hot, like, just the way that all works together. I have shin splints, so I'm trying to recover from that. Running when you're 290 pounds just doesn't work out for the long term. So working on, kind of repairing some of those old injuries that I've put off for years. I was a little bit of a knucklehead when it came to, going to the doctor and getting taken care of, things like that. So another thing is, I really just want to lean up. You can see it in my face. I've never had a chubby face before, so this is like really something else. I'm not even used to it. Also, I do mobile live streaming for another channel, so that one is based all around food. So I might actually intermingle some of those, because we're doing a keto diet, and some of those things that I do are at theme parks. So like, I did the keto diet and went around Universal Studios Orlando trying to find foods that were keto friendly. So I'll probably intermingle a little bit of that back and forth. I'll probably get into a little bit of swimming, a little bit of heavy bag, not a whole lot of the heavy bag. I tend to do that. There's like an older lady class of aerobics when I do it. So I don't really know if I want to do any video recording in that. I'll do more of the weight training, more of the powerlifting, things like that. I can't squat. When I was in my car accident, I injured my back pretty bad. So I'm actually getting ready to go in for another MRI. That car accident was back in 2008. It was a really long time ago, but I did need to have back surgery on the lowest disc in your back, and it's still an issue. It still causes pain. This next MRI is actually going to be on the mid-back section. I had injections a couple weeks ago and they didn't even help. So we'll see, kind of where that goes. What was the other thing I wanted to kind of speak on? I'll probably be doing a little bit of outdoor, different kinds of outdoor training, maybe some speed cones, things like that. I'm not fast. I haven't been fast in 20 years. So, don't get your hopes up for that. But it is a very good workout, and I want to be able to, try to keep my heart rate up. I really enjoy doing heart rate training. So I wear a heart rate monitor while I work out. It's one of those Wahoos. Needs a new battery, but I still wear it. It still works, but it's at the end of its life. I also take a bunch of different supplements, so I'm going to do a couple just kind of lowdowns on what I do. I might even do a live stream on it. I take creatines and some pre-workout and protein powder, things like that. So I'm gonna just kind of put it all together. We're gonna probably do more of the meal preps. We eat a lot of chicken, a lot of vegetables. We try to cut. We're doing keto. It's kind of a dirty keto, so we're not taking out all the carbs, but we're taking out most of them. Actually, it's a program you may have heard of called Health Point. It takes a little bit from the keto diet and then a little bit from just other low carb like Atkins diets kind of, and puts it all together. It was actually developed by the Lindor Institute, which is it was pretty much created for people with diabetes, and then it was modified for people that didn't want to follow the keto diet, that maybe not quite disciplined enough for the keto diet. So we're gonna go with that and see how that works, and then like I said, hopefully in 78 days, that's how far away I am from the day 90. Hopefully within the next 78 days, I want to get down to, my goal really is about 240. If I could hit 240, I'd be pretty happy to do that in 90 days. That would be a 57-pound weight loss, 90 days. That's 3 months. That's pretty significant. The very end goal is to get back down to about 220. If I can hit 220, I'll feel pretty good about myself. That was my college weight. Now, I didn't play college football or anything like that, but I was always into athletics, and even though I played high school ball, but I never made it into college. So, but that's where I would have been around if I would have been playing football, or even when I was lifting weights, bodybuilding. That was about 205. I don't know if I'll ever hit 205 again. And be this muscular. I don't think I'll have to lose. I did a calculator on the internet, and it said if I was 205 pounds, I'd be like 9% body fat. I don't think that'll ever happen again. But who knows? So yeah, anyway, what I'm hoping to do is get as many, just comment on these. Let me know what you think I need to add. If what has worked for you in the past, and I'll let you know what's working for me right now. Really just cutting soda out, cutting pasta out, up in the cardio. I just actually had injections in my feet, and because I've had significant heel pain for almost 30 years. So it's really helped improve my ability to do cardio. So I'm just adding all those things. I'm adding those things in slowly. While I took the carbs out, I went cold turkey carbs with pastas, rice, sodas. I cut that all out. That was day one. I think I've had an 8-ounce soda since I started this whole process. So my goal is to have that cut out completely, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, over the next 78 days. Hey, thanks, James. I appreciate you the kudos. Now, what was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted. I was looking at what he said. Yeah, so I cut all the carbs out. In cardio, I've really just kind of added that in slowly. I started off doing about 3-mile walk, just a walk with my wife. We live in, we live in paradise. It's St. Petersburg, Florida. It's beautiful here. And we can get out on the Pinellas Trail, walk 3 miles, and it's no big deal. Now that it's hot, we're going inside. We're getting on the treadmill, doing that. I mean, I think it was 93 degrees today with a 98 or 99 degree heat index. So it was really hot, rained all day. You'll probably notice in the short I did yesterday, I went in, it was clear, it was a beautiful morning, came out, and it was pouring. So that's likely to happen in Florida. If you've ever been here, if you've ever lived in Florida, 15 minutes, weather changes. So we did move the cardio inside. I'm doing about 45 minutes now on the treadmill at about a 3.5 mile an hour clip. Mornings I do about 30 minutes on the elliptical trainer after I do weight training, and I do weight training like that's my thing. I lift heavy, I lift hard. I've always lifted heavy, always lifted that way. I mean, I warm up with 225-pound bench presses. So that's always been kind of my thing. I'm going to probably tone it down actually a little bit and add reps, because I do, well, let's say I'll just give you an example for chest day. I do 5 sets of reps that I do from 225, and then I add 10 pounds per set all the way up to 275. So 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. And then I move to a decline and I start at 235 on declines. I do 12, 10, 8, 6. Then I move over to my tricep. Then I do, I superset my triceps with a V-bar and then reverse, and then some overhead extensions. And then I do a little bit of stuff at home, dips and things like that. So, yeah, I don't have any problem with the weight training part. It's always been the cardio, and it's always been the diet. I still eat like I was training to play football. And that's the short end of it. At least 2,000-3,000 calories a day. That's always been. So cleaning up the diet, getting rid of the carbs, that's really been a big deal. That's been a big help for me. Short every week or every day. I mean, hopefully they don't overlap too much, but a lot of times I won't do when I'm on the floor in the weight room. I don't do a lot of video from there because in the morning there's quite a few people, and it's really hard to just get a video where there's no one else in it. I don't like to video, like when I do a video, I don't like to have other people in it because I don't want to ask people if they want to be in a YouTube video. I think that's I wouldn't want to be in somebody else's if I didn't have to be. So yeah. All right, well guys, do me a favor if if you found any of this interesting, or if you want to just kind of follow along and see how I do. I appreciate any of the support. I appreciate the people that have commented on the short so far, especially the one about the heavy bag. Like I know it looks funny because I'm a pretty big guy and I'm punching a bag that's pretty low. I mean that actually we had to modify that bag, the mount, because it's in a room that we're renovating, but we lowered the ceiling in that room, and because we lowered the ceiling, we had to actually cut about 3 inches off of the frame. And luckily my wife, she's 5'6", 5'7", so it didn't make a big difference for her, but me, I'm 6'1". It looks like I'm punching, a small bag. So I do understand that. I appreciate the comment. I'll try to get one in. Maybe I'll go in early one day to the gym. I generally get up around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I usually get over to the gym between 5 and 6. Like I try to get there by the earlier the better. Some days because my wife works, she works at the VA. Because she works at a hospital, she has to be there early. So I try to get home before she, you know how it is, like when you're married, you know. So yeah, and actually, it just actually completely reminded me back to what started this whole thing. I was actually I was reading a book I like to read, and it was called The Miracle Morning. I forget the author's name, but he talks about how, you know, changing that morning routine can help, you know, shift everything. So I thought, you know what the hell, I'm gonna give it a shot and start getting up early in the morning, get my day going, get through it, see what, you know, how it goes. So I'm that's actually where I started this whole thing. That was about 20 days ago. So I'm still struggling with getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing it about 5 days a week, and then a couple days a week I just crap out. Can't even get up. I'm just absolutely dead tired. But if you're interested in you know, kind of making that shift and changing, that is an excellent book, actually, The Miracle Morning, because it talks about how getting your day started, getting all those things done, makes it, you know, it helps you make the entire paradigm shift for, you know, your entire day. So I'm going to talk about that book a little bit along the way, kind of some of the other things that you know, inspire me, make me want to do what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to give a disclaimer. This is not going to be one of those channels where I'm gonna string it out for 5 years to try to lose weight. I've seen those channels. I think they suck. I think those people suck. It annoys the hell out of me. I am 100% just going to get to where I want to be, and then after that, I'll continue making videos. But yeah, I don't want to mislead anyone and be like, you know, oh, I'm trying to lose weight. Why don't you follow me and make this transformation? And then like every 4 days tell you how I ate a whole cake. Like, that's not me. It's not going to happen. That's just never going to be my thing. So this for me is really a lot about accountability. It's about, you know, trying to find inspiration from a community of people. We actually have done these before, these programs, and I think they're just such a great idea, where it's a Facebook group and it's private, and every day people are building each other up. I'm probably going to do that again, like in parallel to this. That'll probably be another thing that I do, and that way, you know, maybe somebody else can find a little bit of inspiration in what I'm doing. And you know, YouTube can be pretty toxic, Twitter can be toxic, social media and completely can be toxic. So yeah, we'll see, like, if we can keep this a very positive and upbeat channel. I've had people come in here and try to talk trash about politics. I'm very vocal about like different things when it comes to politics. This ain't it. This ain't that's, if you want that, you're gonna have to go to my other channel and talk about it there. Well, actually, no. You have to go to my Twitter, because I don't even talk politics on YouTube, because I don't want to bring that energy from onto this channel or any of my other channels. YouTube for me is just it's a way to get away from all those things and just kind of focus on what I want to focus on when it comes to you know, either my health or my interests. So, you know, if this is interesting to you, just, you know, throw a like, comment, subscribe, you know, hang out, you know, just kind of let me know what your thoughts are. Also, I'm going to give a little bit of a shameless plug. I already did a little bit earlier ago, but my wife and I, we run a completely separate channel, and it's just about travel and going to, like, we go to theme parks, and we go to, like, we're going to Hawaii. We're going to do live streaming from Hawaii and things like that. I'll actually always put the link to that channel over there. So if you ever want to just kind of see some of the other things that we do, just that's not even related to this, you know, I'll throw it down there and you can check that out too. But anyway, guys, I actually was on here. This was almost 5 minutes longer than I expected it to be. So the two of you guys, James, thank you guys for chilling out with me for the last almost half hour. Again, I'm going to do these live streams every Friday night, and I'll be throwing up some YouTube shorts later on. All right, guys, have a good evening.